legends of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner.
Introducing in this corner, undefeated in his campaign with a record of 20 wins, no losses, 16 wins coming by way of knockout. The renowned U.S. Olympic gold medalist and the newly crowned heavyweight.
One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room. These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. They have no respect for each other's punching power. Beautiful counter shot. That left uppercut doesn't score. Counter punches have to hurt. It is standing room only. Every seat has been sold in this amazing theater.
This is that place you want to say, I fought there, I've been there, and now we are here.
Punch, counter punch. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judges going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter punch. They exchange punches. Neither fighter willing to slow down. How about that time counter shot? Good one. Perfect counter lands. Wanted to land the left hook, but was not successful. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Gets his focus back, get that jab back, just boxing.
Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good? Good man, good man.
Go back and win the rounds, right? It's only one round that you've lost, yours.
Good work. Don't forget the jab. And don't let go away.
And there's the bell for round two. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on there. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
There's a counter shot. Johnny, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
If you're an outside fighter, you've got to use that straight jab, the straight right hands, the straight left hands. Doing it that way, it makes it so awkward for anybody to try and pin you down or even predict which way you're moving.
You'd like to see more jabs. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Well done with that counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice counter punch right up the middle. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important.
There's the bell for round 3. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. This with that jab. You would not want to be hit by this guy, trust me. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
And he scores with the counter. He threw a punch and just got countered. Nobody home with that hook. These two fighters are made for one another. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
I've been in
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. If there's anyone that can get out of trouble, it's Muhammad Ali. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Been a tough round so far.
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Deontay Wilder rocked right now. He's in some serious trouble. Perfect counter shot. That counter shot lands. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Nice counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. And Deontay Wilder just got clipped. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
The bell, sometimes it can be the switch.
Back into the fray here in round 5. punching. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Nice defense on that left uppercut. That big hook doesn't land. The straight right just misses. Punch caught him clean. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Focus back, get that jab back.
Here we go in the 6th round. After that last round, something has got to change.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Nice counter. Nice counter shot. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Good counter punch. Catch and shoot. Not a lot of defense here at all. They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
So you're getting in there with somebody that's so fast, you're prepared to take a look at, because you've got to get some before you get in close.
Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? The greatest! Muhammad Ali is down! Do you believe it? I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
Even I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3. Come to me.
It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
You're being put down, you've got to think right, survive.
Here comes round 7. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Swing and a miss with the hook. Both men step back for just a moment. Left hook just missed. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
He throws a punch. A receipt is coming right back. No rest for the weary. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Missing with the hook. The greatest has been dazed. Muhammad. Look even more dramatic in slow motion.
A shot from the gods took him out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Listen to me. Are you okay?
That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
I love the response though. Got back up, took a deep breath, thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
Don't worry about that round. Let's okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work. You were thinking just the same.
All right, but we don't care. Go out there and win this next round.
Just stay focused.
And we enter the 8th round. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got a hustle now. He's got a bluff.
There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Nice counter punch. He needs to be careful not to... Whoa, wait a minute! Who would have thought Ali would get rattled like this? A much better game plan here.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
The courage on display here is incredible. Muhammad Ali in trouble, but surely he'll find a way out. Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here, I've arrived. Try that again, it will happen all over again.
Now what we gonna do right here is settle the score. Look around you. We got a whole room full of monsters. We gonna shut it down like this. Let's go. Yeah. The tricks of the trade, the rules of the game. I've been to the top and I've been to the bottom. I tell you they look about the same. I can speak about comfort. I can speak about pain. You wanna come do this? Study my movements. Go up and sit in the grain. See, I never heard of vacations. Bro, that word to me is insane. I'd rather put hands in the dirt as I put in the work. the struggle is part of the hustle. Don't ever mistake them as grapes. First I hit them with lefts, then I hit them with rights. After all that I've been through, I gotta continue to cut through that bull with a knife. You holding me up, so I'm rising. You want me to fail, was surprised. I'm addicted to winning, so since the beginning, I only focus on horizons. Only record is who go the hardest. Whole family is the top full of violence. Who wanna tell them I never been there? I step in the circle, just know I'm prepared. I win or I learn, I never will lose. The fork in the road, which one will you choose? Look, the people need answers. You ready to dance? This one for the champs.
Welcome to the Lighthouse Theater. The time is now as we get set for what should be an incredible matchup. This is Muhammad Ali. Young man rumble, that's the mantra, fresh off that famous win over Sonny Liston.
They have waited for this fight for so long, John. This is ridiculous.
The fighters are in the ring. It's time for the official introductions. Here's the Hall of Famer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, introducing in this corner, undefeated in his campaign with a record of 20 wins, no losses, 16 wins coming by way of knockout. The renowned U.S. Olympic gold medalist.
A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's... These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. They exchange punches. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. This is a high-octane battle. Good counter punching. Nice counter shot. Welcome inside this unique environment, a beautiful theater, ready for a fist fight.
God, I love theatres. For all these reasons, you can hear everybody in the crowd. You can hear the punches actually echo. You're not fighters coming in, and you know you're in such an intense atmosphere. You know the pressure is going to be on.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? And now they're right back into the fray.
Defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. We're good.
Whoa, Johnny. And it's lights out. That will do it. What a knockout win. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
That's lights out right there.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
Oh, what a shot. What a shot. You see shots like that in the gym. At least for once, this is on TV. Thousands around the world saw that shot. They probably even heard it.
What they say now. I like to welcome everybody out to the Samurai. eyes looking like skies in binoculars. 2 nights live singing by the opera house, but not in it. Just by it, someone alongside it. A long silence, a strong, vibrant, meditative song of guidance designed to raise islands sublime and save the assignments with warm regards and age kindness for today's climate. In the vein of gang violence meets the gang's demises, and it bangs, rises like wings on a plane, plus a pilot who can fly into the eye. Hurricane, Irish stylish, same shoe in different sizes, with evidences of the mileage and the growth. Top hats and coats, tuxedos and throats where the bow ties post. Folks look past the lower class blower of the notes and tell unspoke jokes as they approach what she'll never be inside. But she holds, yeah, really need, very beautifully, very rated. Little battle rise for you, little battle rise, little battle rise. Really need, very beautifully, a little rated. What's up? Little battle rise for you. So come on through. The unamplified, fantasized land of the soon-to-be fans of the samurai. Smile wide, got the panorama camera vibe. If you analyze, she's a one-woman gala, glamorized, just without the glamour or the gala ties. Man, I'm more alive with the jazz guys, eating piano pies at the Vanguard. She's an artist and staff. A couple dollars in the band job as a half a turkey Sam, organic and it's hand carved and ours. If you ask for a piece, freshly laughed for singing jazz in the streets, and the staff asked for police. Crashed at a friend's flat for a week. Felt his home as a raft on the beach. Lit a fag, took a drag, took a tea. Read a book, took a bath, went to sleep. Really need, you know what I'm saying? Very beautifully, very beautifully.
Welcome to Kingdom Arena, the home to some of the biggest fights in recent history, and we're going to see another one right here, right now. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
And it's the King, Amir King Khan. He's Bolton's finest. What? It's the Pac-Man, making his way to the ring, a man that doesn't even need an introduction. An absolute legend. What hasn't Pac-Man done?
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the...
What a pleasure it is to be